What's going on, guys? This is Martyrs Brigade 99 coming to you once again with another session of Dark Souls PvP. Alright guys, we're back at it, and we have a dancer right here. You guys notice he's circling for a failed BS attempt. And instead of counter backstabbing him, I just decided to circle in the same direction. So basically we were just dancing. Poor guy. Poor guy. Anyway, it is what it is. Alright, so I guess he decided to put together his hotshot, Abyss Greatsword build with the Artorias armor set. And if you notice, he is trying pretty hard to hit me off with a BS, but he can't land it. Right? Because we're basically just going off in the same direction. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to upload this particular video. Because for a lot of you guys that cry a lot about BS fissures and that, BS is broken and that it can't be defended against, I'm basically showing you guys that yes, it can, right? Especially based upon my experience with the PC edition. Right, because had this been a PS3, he probably would have landed the BS due to lag. Right, but for whatever reason, he is not able to break my shoulder and hit me off with the BS. Right, so I guess he figured, well, I'll just try some R2 attacks. Which, it's not really done. Now, if you notice, look at him. Here he goes again. Can't really do anything, so he breaks out the pyro. And this is actually quite funny. If you notice, I just basically pulled back on my controller and counter circled him, right, while at the same time giving him the WTF. Alright, so we're back at it again, but this time we are in the Crystal Caves. Alright, so at this point I kind of hear footsteps, but I don't really know exactly where the person is, right? So I'm just going to kind of make sure that I am paying attention to where this guy is so he doesn't try to hit me off with some type of, well, speak of the devil. Alright, so he kind of, okay, trying to hit me off with the tranquil walk. Right, while I go ahead and hit him off with a high-speed parry. So let's see what he's going to do now. Now look what he's doing. We're dancing again. Right? And this is why when you guys are faced up against someone who is trying to circle you, as I've explained in the past, either you can counter circle, right, by going in the opposite direction, or you can basically dance with them. And because you guys are dancing in the same direction, he cannot, see, look what I'm doing. We're just dancing, right? He's trying to circle, and whenever I notice him changing directions, because that's usually what they do, right? They'll circle you in one direction, and then when they can't land it, they'll just kind of change directions. And this is why it's kind of good to pay attention to details. Right, so that'll be 2 high-speed parries for this guy. And he's trying again. You see that? Look at him. Come on, dude, get off it. Yeah. Poor guy. Poor guy, look at him. You see that? Now see, one thing, either you can stay close to them and circle in the same direction, or counter circle for the counter BS, or you can circle in the same direction and simply disengage by pulling backward, right? So then you would go ahead and create a distance between you guys. Alright, so he's trying to hit off with the R2 attack, and we're back to dancing. You notice that? So what he's trying to do is trying to hit me off with the counter parry technique. Right, a technique wherein he knows that I'm going to attempt to parry. So right after he sees me parry, what he does is he just basically circles in an attempt to hit me off with a BS. And actually he got it right there. Right, so that's pretty good out of all of his attempts. Right, but this guy's a R1 spammer. Right? It's gonna end up being the death of him. Alright, so let's just save the best for last. Now this guy, actually, you know, I'm not going to say anything about the guy. I'm just going to let you guys see the skills for himself. Now, he's a high-speed, ultra great sword wielder, right? And for whatever reason, he's using his little, you know, hidden body sorcery. Now, I don't really know what that effect is supposed to have. You know, I don't really know what it was supposed to do. I don't know if he was just trying to do some kind of fancy dancy tactic that was supposed to, I don't know, make it a little more difficult for me. Whatever the case, it is what it is, right? And I'm thinking he's probably a new player, right? And if he's not brand new, I would say he probably doesn't have that much PvP experience. Because if you notice, see, here he goes with his little ninja ring, and he's, you know, not doing anything. And this is why I'm just kind of standing behind him. Look at him, trying to hit me off with it, circling and circling, and we're just dancing. Okay, so he hit me off with 2 hits, and I appropriately hit the weapon swap to try to avoid that stun locking. Alright, it's pretty amazing how frustrated this guy gets. Alright, so he's kind of popping off with a humanity, no big deal. Right, I don't even really get offended by it, mainly because I know that I'm basically playing against a new guy. Now watch him, look at him. So desperate. He's so desperate. Poor guy. Right? Come on, dude. Try off with your little BS. Look at him. He's circling. He's circling. Poor guy. He's going to get frustrated soon. Right? He's going to be shaking his little shield and, you know, going crazy with his little weapon. Look at him. Don't even know which way to go. Poor guy. Look at this guy. Come on, dude. Let's dance. And look at him. He's deciding to kind of change directions. I guess he thinks he's going to trip me up, so I put my back against the wall. Look how confused he is. Come on, dude. So this is just another example to demonstrate to you guys. And look at him. Now he wants to bow. Get off it, dude. After all those BS attempts, now you want to bow. Get off of it. Right? I don't know if that bow is supposed to be an acknowledgement of him not being able to BS me. Look at him. Poor guy. Give him a high-speed kick. You guys notice that? The kicks are effective, guys. To the extent that you guys are kind of new to the game and you kind of don't really know what to do against guys like this, the kicks are definitely effective. Right? You can either circle in the same direction or opposite direction, or you can just simply, you know, exercise a kick. Look at him. Look at him. Can't get my back. He's confused. Look at him. He's so confused. Give him a little high-speed boot to the chest. Beat it, dude. Get out of here. Look at him. Poor guy. Can't get my back. He's just totally confused. OMG. And see, I'm just basically toying with this. Come on, dude. Come on, let's dance. Let's dance. He's so desperate. And the thing about it is, not even when I first started into PvP was I this bad at BS attempts. Come on, dude, look at him. He's totally confused. He doesn't know what to do now that he can't get my back. But you can take a boot. Right? You can always take one of those. Look at him. Totally confused. He's just stomped. What do I do? Look at him. What do I do? I can't BS. What do I do? Poor guy. I feel so sorry for this guy. He sucks. Yeah, take some more boots, dude. Right, so he's heading off with some one-handed R2 attacks. And actually, I feel so bad for this guy that I'm just going to go ahead and mess with him. Right, go ahead and take my weapon off and hit him off with some high-speed BS's. Since he wants my back so much, I'll just go ahead and take his. Right, why not? Little BS now and there doesn't hurt anybody, especially when it only inflicts 5 damage. Look at him. So he's trying to hit me off with kicks and circling. Come on, dude, get off it. Poor guy. Wearing Chester's face piece. His headgear. Come on, dude, don't embarrass Chester like that. You suck. Or maybe this was a joke. Maybe that's why he's wearing Chester's headpiece. Right, so I'm just trying to give him some right hands. And I really don't know what this guy was doing at this particular time. He's just kind of taking it. Come on, dude, just take it. Oh, okay, so he wants a spear. Okay, well, that's a nice alternative. But I parry spears, dude. Get off it. I parry spears. Nice. Very nice. Oh, okay, so he's got a spear and his little high-speed ultra great sword. Look at him, he's just so confused. Trying to go to the left and right. Don't know which shoulder to break. See, and this is why I say, you know, some of these guys are basically nothing without a BS. And you can basically tell by their offensive strategies. Right, because a lot of them, that's basically all they go for. Which really lets you know that that's basically all they have. That's like their A plan. Right, and without their A plan, there is no B plan. Right, but, you know, it is what it is. We were all beginners. I used to go for a lot of BS's when I first started because basically that was my A plan. Right, until I learned a little more techniques with regard to PvP. Come on, dude. Look at him. Can't even land it. He's trying so hard. Come on. With your little lightning spear that you got from Sin's Fortress. Right? That you got from Sin's Fortress. Come on, dude. Go ahead and give him like 6 vitality loss. This guy is horrible. So, as I was saying before, guys, now I don't know about the consoles, because as I have explained in the past, the lag with regard to the console, at least the PC, at least the PS3 version, you would not be able to pull this off, right? Because you would somehow get sucked into a BS, because this happened to me a number of times, and this is why I really believe that the lag problem is not as bad on this version as it is, at least on the PS3 version. Now, as I've said in the past, for all you guys to say, well, it still sucks, it's worse, and all like that, listen, dude, I'm just basically talking about my personal experience. You also have to take into consideration, to the extent that you guys drop frames, it may lag, right? So, insofar as you are not dropping frames, I mean, the lag doesn't really seem to be as much as a problem as it is on the console. Right, but to each his own. Everybody has their own experience, right? And they're going to speak from that own experience. Alright, pop them off with a little more barehanded BS's. Guess I'll try to poison this guy to death. But I'll have to give him kudos, right? Because he's not flasking. Take that, dude. Alright, guys, I'm out till next time. Martyrs Brigade.